Stephanie White has been named the head coach of the Indiana Fever this morning. Remember, when the Fever were struggling on defense, making weird substitutions and couldn't catch a break with the refs? Well, those days might be over. Christy Sides is out, and a familiar face is in, but that's not even the big story here. Huge overhaul of the organization as they move into the big time. A new team president in the door, a new general manager in the door, and now a new head coach in the door at AS. Christy Sides was shown the door. The real shocker, Caitlin Clark and her teammates have been radio silent since Sides got fired. Now they're suddenly breaking their silence, and you won't believe what they're saying about the new coach. What changed and why is everyone suddenly speaking up? In this video, we'll explore what this means for the Indiana Fever and how White's hiring shapes the future of the team and the WNBA. As we dive into this new team overhaul, we'll uncover its impact and how it brings the Fever one step closer to a championship. Before we break it down, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Are you ready? Let's go. White, who spent the last 2 seasons with a Connecticut Sun, is an Indiana native and starred at Purdue. She was also on the Fever's coaching staff from 2011 to 2016 and was head coach for the last 2 years of that stint. She also played for the team for 4 seasons. The Indiana Fever just had a week that's changed everything. Christy Sides, she's out as head coach. I know the team made the playoffs. So what gives? Well, let's break it down. Sides had a decent run. She helped guide the Fever to a 20-win, 20-loss record and their first playoff appearance since 2016. That's not too shabby, right? But here's the thing, the front office wasn't satisfied. They were looking at the bigger picture, and they saw some issues that just couldn't be ignored. Let's talk about those struggles. Defense at IT was a mess, rotations all over the place, and don't even get me started on those in-game adjustments. IT was like watching a high school coach trying to outmaneuver WNBA veterans. Sides just couldn't seem to get it together, and it was costing the team big time. The second game of the playoffs against the Connecticut Sun was literally lost because of a poor defensive scheme at the end of the game. While decisions like this are never easy, it's also imperative that we remain bold and assertive in our pursuit of our goals, which includes maximizing our talent and bringing another WNBA championship back to the great state. I'm putting that in because it is a great state of Indiana. Coach Sides was an incredible representative of the Fever in our community, and we wish her nothing but success in the future. This is new Fever president of basketball operations. What's the solution? Enter Stephanie White, the new sheriff in town. And let me tell you, this isn't just any coach walking through those doors. White's got history with the Fever that runs deep. We're talking assistant coach from 2011 to 2014 and part of that championship run with the great Tamika Catchings, then head coach for 2 seasons after that. Oh, and did I mention she led the team to the WNBA finals on her first season? Yeah, that happened, but hold on to your hats because White's not just resting on her old laurels. This woman just came off a stint with the Connecticut Sun that'll make your jaw dropping. She was named the 2023 WNBA Coach of the Year. We're talking a 55-win, 25-loss record over 2 seasons and playoffs both years. That's the kind of success that makes front offices drool. The Fever didn't just get a good coach, they got one of the best in the league. When the unbelievable opportunity became available to return home to again coach the Indiana Fever with the goal of bringing the WNBA championship trophy back to Indiana, why the change? Why now? Well, the Fever management isn't messing around. They want a championship, and they want it now. They saw in White a coach with a higher ceiling, someone who could take this talented roster and push it to the next level. They're not just playing for playoffs anymore, they're playing for rings. But hold up, there's more to this story. That we got the coach, we got the front office. But what about the players? What do they think about all this? That's where things get really interesting. But before we dive into that bit, let's take a moment to appreciate what's happening here. The Fever are making moves, big moves, and the WNBA better watch out because with White at the helm, this team isn't just looking to compete. They're looking to dominate. If you've made it this far and are enjoying the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications. That we know watching this video takes some of your time, and we appreciate you. Now, back to the action. Well, first and foremost, it's home. This is a franchise in the Indiana Fever, Indiana Pacers. That's in my DNA. Grew up in Indiana, played in Indiana, played with the franchise that, of course, a part of the franchise that we won the WNBA championship. And secondly, this young, exciting roster. You think about a generational player in Caitlin Clark and back-to-back rookie of the years with Aaliyah Boston. Kelsey Mitchell, I think, had the best year of her career. It's just an exciting roster. What an outstanding moment we have in women's basketball right now, and to come back and be a part of it in my home state with my home franchise, it's just a unique opportunity, and I'm so thankful and grateful for it. Hold up, folks, before we get to what the players think, there's something you need to know about Stephanie White. This woman's not just a coach. She's an Indiana basketball legend in her own right, and her journey, it's like she was destined to lead this team. Let's rewind the clock on White's basketball journey. Thank you guys. If you want full information, then write yes in the comment and subscribe to the channel.